So I just have a lot of feelings about this, and I need to know if I'm fucked up. About 2 years ago, a guy, Jake, joined my friend group. Didn't really know him all that well, nor did I care to, but I did hear that he had a GF overseas. Fast forward to Octave last year, she came over to the US to visit him. Me, him, and his now fiancée, Morgan, and a few other friends went and hung out, and we did some typical autumn activities. It's probably important to note that I was the only single one in this group at this time. At some point, I said his name to get his attention, and I never noticed how his fiancée reacted. She was acting withdrawn the entire time, but I chalked that up to new environment and new people. But I didn't give him any more attention or treat him any different than I did with my other friends. We all went our separate ways after, and I went home. About an hour after I got home, I got added to a group chat that Jake had created, and there were a few videos that were unfortunately about me. It was videos of him secretly recording Morgan having a true breakdown, screaming, crying, calling me a bitch and other not-so-nice words, over me saying his name and standing too close to him and just existing next to him. And I had never interacted with this chick before, so from my POV, this was coming out of left field. IDK, what happened before the videos, so IDK what Jake may have said, but that's not relevant. It was pretty clear she has some major jealousy issues. I was upset about that, obviously, but I didn't say anything to her. That would have made everything 100x worse, since she didn't know he took the videos, and I didn't want to stir the pot. 4 months after this incident, Morgan officially moved to the US and married Jake. By that time, I had time to cool off about it, and I chalked her behavior up to insecurity and not being able to be there and not knowing what was happening. Was still pretty extreme behavior, but it was water under the bridge for me. I gave her a chance, and she joined my friend group, and we created a group chat with the other ladies who went with us back in Oct. I thought it was all good and her jealousy had subsided now that she was officially living here with her husband. She had even invited me and my partner to their wedding party. I got all excited because I considered Morgan a friend, and I made a small handmade tapestry as their wedding gift. After I finished that, I asked her husband a question that centered around her, about their gift. He answered, but directly followed up with, "It'd be best if you didn't message me anymore. If Morgan found out, she'd go completely mental. Thanks." I was really taken aback and quite angry by that because no sane person would get upset about someone asking a question like that, especially about their wedding gift. It took me a while to calm down about it, and I talked to one of our mutual friends who lives in the same complex as Jake and Morgan. Apparently, she has some insane jealousy issues. As in, she'd probably get upset if Jake's own sister messaged him. And it was also brought to my attention that he was the exact same way about her. Literally telling our mutual male friends to only message her in absolute case of emergency, or if he isn't answering to anything. After that, it hit me real hard that they're both mentally insane and need professional help. I realized that even acknowledging Jake would probably make her upset. At that point, I didn't really consider her my friend anymore. Why would I want to be friends with someone who says they hate me and calls me a bitch behind closed doors when they don't know me and then turns around and is all nice to me? No, I wasn't going to walk on those eggshells, so I removed myself from any chats she was in, and I created a new chat with the girls that I know are my safe people. It's a couple days later, and my partner keeps telling me I did the right thing and it's not my responsibility to cater to other people's insecurities, which I agree. Especially on that scale. Just the only thing I fear is that my safe people may have thought I overreacted. I have a lot of trauma of people dropping me for reasons most people would think are ridiculous, and I'm scared they will drop me because of this. So Ada, for dropping my friend, after I learned she still has some major jealousy issues, and would go nuts if she found out I messaged her husband about their literal wedding gift.